Hi everyone, this is James Braithwaite of Braithwaite Physiotherapy. I'm going to talk today, very briefly, a short video today about a topic that I talk about a lot in our blogs and in the videos that I've done and in clients that I've seen, and it's a topic that comes up all the time. So I figure let's put this into a video and give you a couple of quick reference points so that you can access some of these lumbar control tricks. That's what we're going to talk about today, how to control your lumbar spine, so that you can look at a video and be reminded of a lot of the stuff that I talk about in my blogs and in person with patients in clinic. So, I often talk about the two levers, the patented Braithwaite two-lever system for lumbar spine control. So lumbar, again, of course, is your low back, and you can control that using the two levers. One lever is the pelvis lever, right? Pelvis thrusting, pelvis throwing. See how that changes the curve in my low back? And then there's, of course, the rib lever as well. Rib flare, rib tuck, rib flare, rib tuck. And that also changes the curve in my lumbar spine. So remember that we use these levers to help manage spine neutral position. It's not like we're walking down the street doing this thing all day. It really is a trick that you can use to help you control the position of your spine as you do exercise in the gym or in the sports field or in day-to-day life. So let's go into those levers in a little bit more detail, shall we? The pelvis lever, the pelvic thrust, pelvic throw, works by rotating the pelvis, right? So if I rotate my pelvis backwards by doing a pelvic thrust like that, pelvic thrust, you'll see that it changes the curve of my spine so that the convex surface of that curve is facing backwards, right? And if I conversely throw my pelvis, so I rotate it forward like this, the curve in my spine changes so that it's convex facing forward, right? So I can change the convexity or the curve in my lumbar spine just by doing the pelvic thrust or pelvic throw. This is obviously one you practice on your own at home in front of the mirror rather than on the subway platform. But you know, to each their own, you pick your place. The second lever that I like to talk about is the rib lever. And as I flare my ribs, I flare them out like so. You can see that the convexity of my low back changes so that it's convex facing forward, right? Flare, convex forward. If I tuck in my ribs by contracting my abs, the convexity of my low back changes so that it's convex facing backwards, right? So you can use this as a way to control the position of your lumbar spine, or as a great dance move at the club, right? Works like that too. So you can combine both of those, right? Whoops, there we go, right? You got big movement. People often have a lot of difficulty with isolating the two levers, right? So you want to be able to isolate, develop control so that you can move each of these things independently. And also you want to develop some amplitude of movement. So meaning you want to be able to, when people first start, they often don't really have a lot of control to make big movements, and you want to be able to work on it until the size of your movement is large, right? So you want to have that level of control, right? So it takes practice. This is not the type of thing that you can do immediately right away on starting working on your levers. But with practice, you'll get both size and isolation and control, and then you can use that to help to control your lumbar spine in all kinds of different situations in the gym and in life as well. So practice those two levers, practice the pelvis lever, practice the rib lever, and then you'll have a lot more lumbar control. Everything's going to be fantastic. And until next time, of course, I'm James Braithwaite, right here at Braithwaite Physiotherapy, helping you to move beautifully.